Thank you. While the region is in a propane shortage, some farmers have double the worries, wondering how to heat their homes and their businesses.
As News 18's Kelly Roberts reports, that means that some farmers are having to get resourceful.
Tippecanoe County farmer A.J. Boer wanted to be ahead of the cold snap, so 2 weeks ago he called his propane supplier for a refill.
He says we're not actually supposed to fill anything other than residents, so we're not supposed to fill farm shops or livestock buildings.
This was the first Boer had heard about the region's propane shortage, so Boer started thinking of ways he could keep his family warm at home and his workers comfortable on the farm. First, he dipped into 1,500 gallons of propane he had left over from the harvest.
He said that what he could do is come pump the LP gas out of our dryer gas tanks, what was left over from last fall, and move them over to our shop and our home.
When Boer found out he needed to be resourceful, it didn't take long for him to find help from the exact product he farms.
But this one's just, I guess, what we'd call a freestanding corn stove. Of course, it burns corn. Every day we dump in some of our own homegrown product here. The boiler that provides our floor heat in here won't kick on until 50 degrees. And this thing has it, our corn stove has it about 54 degrees in here.
Boer says the corn stove can hold enough corn to burn for about 36 hours straight. He has had a corn stove in his home for years, but this winter he added one to each of his farm buildings. Since adding them, he has hardly had to use his propane boiler and is saving money.
LP might be going for maybe $4 to $5 a gallon, and BTU's the equivalent of a bushel of corn. That would make it somewhere between $12 and $15 a bushel. Well, our corn right now that we're selling, we're getting maybe a little bit over $4 a bushel.
Boer says a bushel of corn has about 3 times the BTUs as a gallon of propane. Boer says he's surprised he did not think of the corn stove earlier. Now he says when propane prices are up, he will burn corn. And when corn prices spike like they did last year, he will turn on the boiler. In Tippecanoe County, Kelly Roberts, News 18.
The Lafayette